In this video, we will be looking into the world of airport customs seizures, uncovering 35 of the most disturbing and bizarre items ever seized. From smuggled animals to hidden contraband, these shocking discoveries reveal the lengths some people will go to bypass security. Get ready to see the darker side of airport security checks. This woman, off on a short trip to Vietnam, caught the eye of Australian border officers. Apparently, she lives on a pension but is traveling in style. She claims her boyfriend in Vietnam helped pay for it. Suspicious, right?
Now, this woman afforded a 6-week trip to Asia when she lives on the pension and has very little money.
You pay for your holiday?
She claims her holiday was partly funded by her boyfriend, who lives in Vietnam.
They decide to search her for drugs. They find something odd, a large stash of seafood. But wait, there's a twist. The fish is rotten and crawling with maggots. Yet the system flags her luggage for cocaine.
It's not frozen. Yeah. It's raw. It's raw.
She insists it's just for a Vietnamese restaurant. Tests prove she's clean, but the officers seize the disgusting fish, leaving her travel plans in limbo.
So everything it's contaminated, so everything will have to be... Yep. Okay, so because of the live infestation in the suitcase...
The immigration officers sifted through luggage, their eyes narrowing at one particular suitcase. The scanner showed food items, but something didn't add up. They opened it cautiously, revealing dried fish and paste as declared. But the officers sensed there was more.
What do you got?
A box coming through from Thailand. You got 3 different types of things here. Really dense items here, and then something sort of really bitty just all over the place, and then like a really light texture here.
As they dug deeper, a strong odor hit the raw tobacco, a high-risk substance that could harm Australia's environment. They continued their search, unearthing live insects, crawling spiders, and, unexpectedly, frogs.
This tobacco smell is what really got up my nose.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of this to you, isn't there?
Yeah. More again. And then even more.
Yeah, these smell like tobacco.
Not ordinary frogs, but ones with strange fungi on their skin. The sight left the officers stunned. They had never encountered anything like this before, and the luggage was promptly seized for further investigation.
All of these items will be destroyed today, because having these enter our ecosystem is not something that you would want.
And these were going to come into the country like that and to be ingested by people here. That's terrible.
Alerted by a suspicious luggage set to leave Sydney, immigration officials felt a chill run down their spines. Inside, something was moving, coiled and scaly. Could it be a snake?
Whoa, that's pretty interesting.
Looks like an animal.
Yeah.
They're declared as company records and book. It's clearly not paperwork.
Looks like a lizard with a stumpy tail.
As they opened the bags, the truth emerged bit by bit. 9 rare shingleback lizards, alive but smuggled. Officer Justin and his partner, eyes wide, carefully retrieved each one. These precious reptiles, prized on the black market, were saved just in time. But the rescue was only the beginning.
Shingleback. It's actually a really stunning lizard, an Aussie native.
To catch the culprits, the team planned to let the luggage pass, tracing every fingerprint linked to it. The danger is higher because the authorities are worried the animals might not survive. They were taken from the wild and are not being cared for properly. Actually, shinglebacks are a monogamous species, so if one is taken away, its partner is left alone without a mate. A fisherman stands nervously at the airport desks, sweat dripping as officials question him. They inspect his equipment, asking about the contents of various containers. Beneath his luggage, an officer finds something shocking. A packet of 150 grams of live worms.
Holiday with my son.
And you're going to go fishing while you're here?
I'm with my son just for fishing.
These aren't just any worms. They're a high biosecurity risk. The fisherman had signed a document declaring he had no animals with him. He pleads ignorance, but it's too late.
Australia, I don't know.
You were actually asked a question, do you have any animals, parts of animals, animal products including equipment, birds, fish, insects?
Oh.
This mistake could cost him dearly. The officials sternly explained the rules he broke. Finally, the verdict, a $340 fine. The fisherman, realizing the gravity of his oversight, accepts his fate.
Do you understand that overseas passengers do not know what is serious? That is why we ask you to declare everything on the card to allow us to make that assessment.
In Nigeria, tension crackled at the airport. Agents from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency unearthed a mysterious, unsettling bundle in a traveler's luggage. Nestled among ordinary items were peculiar, indescribable objects alongside traditional soap and sponge. Whispers spread. What were these strange items? The traveler insisted it was African protection magic, not drugs. Authorities, however, weren't convinced. They seized the bundle, leaving one in suspense. What would happen next? The air buzzed with uncertainty, the outcome veiled in mystery. In a bustling airport in Chennai, India, customs officers were in for a spine-chilling surprise. A woman's luggage, arriving from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, held a secret. Hidden within were not 1, not 10, but 22 slithering snakes, each with its own story to tell. As the officers meticulously inspected the bags, the tension mounted. What kind of snakes were they?
My God.
And what was their intended destination? Among the writhing serpents, a chameleon added to the mystery.
Are you?
The Australian Border Force was in for a surprise during a routine interrogation. A dog handler and his alert canine approached a traveler. The dog barked, signaling something suspicious. The traveler, a woman with her son, insisted they had nothing to declare.
The dog has smelt something in the bag. We're not sure what it is. So the dog handler has asked me to run it through the x-ray, and I can see organic images on the x-ray.
A scan revealed something organic inside a bag, hinting at hidden contents. When officers opened the bag, their suspicions were confirmed. First, they found contaminated food crawling with insects. Then, a black and white jacket concealed a rare bird's nest worth over $3,000.
Anything inside here? This item concealed inside the kettle. There is a lot of organic material in there, lots of freshly cooked food items, and I'm a bit concerned as to why.
Further digging uncovered cordyceps and, shockingly, a whole fish infested with maggots. The travelers were fined $340, narrowly avoiding prosecution.
The consequences can be much more than $340. That could be thousands, even imprisonment. Do you understand?
Yes.
What you did today was very wrong.
Okay.
On January 25th, something unusual happened at Chennai Airport. A passenger from Dubai stepped off EK 544, blending in with the crowd. But customs officers were watching. As he passed, they made their move, searching him thoroughly. What they found was astonishing: 1,340 grams of gold, worth a staggering 66 lakh and 82,000 rupees hidden on him. And that is about $89,093.33. This wasn't just a small mistake. It was a serious smuggling attempt. The man was immediately arrested, and the investigation took a dramatic turn. On October 23, 2022, something unusual happened at the airport. Customs officers opened a passenger's bag and found 5 strange, furry creatures hidden inside. These weren't just any animals. To their surprise, they were rare dwarf and common spotted cuscus. The passenger had flown in from Bangkok, and the discovery left everyone stunned. As the authorities investigated, the animals were sent back to Thailand. The mystery deepened as the passenger was taken into custody. What was he planning to do with these rare creatures? The airport officials were buzzed with curiosity and speculation, leaving one to be wondering what it could have been needed for. What seemed like a routine landing turned into an unexpected twist. Imagine stepping off a flight from Colombo, thinking you're just another passenger blending in. But then, AIU officers close in on one lady. What did they know? With careful eyes, they search her belongings. The tension builds as they examine her slippers. There, hidden beneath the soles, lie 14 gold-cut bits, meticulously concealed. Each piece gleams as it's uncovered, revealing a stash weighing 393 grams. This isn't just any gold, it's worth a staggering 18,84,000 rupees. That's $22,683.36. The officers seized it, marking another successful bust under the Customs Act of 1962. At Chennai Airport, something unusual was discovered. Customs officers received a parcel from Poland at the Foreign Post Office. When they opened it, they couldn't believe their eyes. Inside were 107 live tarantulas, carefully packed. These weren't just any spiders, they were rare, listed under CITES. CITES is an agreement between countries to protect endangered plants and animals from being harmed by international trade. For these reasons, the officers quickly seized them under the Customs Act. Imagine the scene: officers peering into a box full of wriggling tarantulas, their legs moving, each one a rare specimen. And that led to the question, what were these exotic creatures doing here? And who was behind this daring attempt to smuggle them into the country? Customs officers at Hyderabad Airport got a tip-off about a suspicious passenger arriving from Dubai on flight EK 528. What they found was astonishing. Inside the man's luggage was an air compressor, but something felt off. With a closer look, they discovered a silver-coated cylindrical block hidden inside. As they opened it, the gleam of 24-karat gold emerged. The gold, weighing nearly 5 kilograms and valued at over 2 crore and 50 lakh rupees, was skillfully concealed. This cunning attempt to smuggle gold was thwarted thanks to the sharp eyes of Hyderabad Customs, showcasing how smugglers use increasingly clever methods to hide their treasures. Imagine stepping off a plane from Bangkok, only to witness a scene straight out of a thriller. At Chennai International Airport, customs officials stumbled upon a curious passenger. They opened his bags and discovered tiny, wide-eyed marmosets peeking out. As the search continued, a meerkat darted out, followed by a squirming, fat-tailed gerbil. Hidden deeper were the glassy eyes of an albino Pac-Man frog and the shifting hues of a chameleon. But the surprises didn't end there. 2 iguanas lay still at the bottom, each discovery adding to the growing sense of astonishment. This was no ordinary luggage search, it was a wild encounter. At this moment, Delhi customs officers noticed something strange. They got suspicious when they found more than just whiskey in a traveler's bags. Hidden inside were drugs, cocaine mixed with the alcohol bottle. This police dog quickly sniffed out the illegal substances. The traveler was arrested under the NDPS Act. But the story didn't end there. Investigators dug deeper, finding more secrets. What else was hiding, waiting to be found? A Liberian woman arrived from Addis Ababa, unaware that customs officers were watching her. When she picked up her luggage, something caught their attention. She had 11 kurtas with large buttons, which seemed normal at first. However, inside the buttons, the officers found 947 grams of cocaine worth 13 crore 26 lakh, which is amounting to approximately $9,945 million. Their suspicions were confirmed when they opened the last button and discovered the drugs. The woman was arrested on the spot, ending her journey in an unexpected way. This catch is far from ordinary. As a plane from Dubai touches down at Kempe Gowda International Airport, passengers disembark, unaware of the meticulous eyes watching them. Suddenly, Bengaluru Customs zeroes in on one individual. This isn't a random check. It's based on a hunch, a profile. They start their search. Hidden inside knife handles, they find 2 rods. Not just any rods. These are gold, coated in mercury. But there's more. They discover trays with paper stuck to them. It looks ordinary until they realize it's sprayed with gold paste. To their surprise, the total haul was 298.25 grams of gold. Just imagine yourself stepping off a plane, tired from a long flight. You're walking through customs when you notice a passenger with a seemingly ordinary packet of dry fruits. But there's something unusual about this person. Customs officers stop him, and with a careful search, they uncover hidden treasures. 40 pieces of gold, meticulously cut, weighing 254 grams, worth over 15 lakh rupees. But that's not all. There's also an iPhone 14 Pro Max, valued at nearly 1.5 lakh rupees. The tension in the air is palpable as the officers reveal the cleverly disguised loot. What seemed like a regular traveler's snack turns into a thrilling discovery. When an Indian woman just landed on flight AK-053 from Kuala Lumpur, her eyes flicker with worry as she walks through the airport. Hidden under her blouse, a secret, a big one, worth 17,90,000 rupees, which is approximately a whooping $23,866.67. Security watches her every move, unaware of the 300.95 grams of gold in paste form she's smuggling. She's almost at the exit when suddenly, officers close in. A passenger from Bangkok tried to pass unnoticed through Bengaluru's Green Channel. However, customs officers discovered a shocking secret in his 2 trolley bags, 234 wild animals. Among the wriggling creatures, they found a sad sight, a dead baby kangaroo. The smugglers' plan fell apart at that moment. Kudos to the Bengaluru customs officers for their sharp eyes. They noticed something odd about a passenger's hair kit, but found no clear evidence at first. So, they decided to dig deeper. Through rigorous scanning, they focused on her hair kit, which seemed innocent enough. But the hair kit was covered in ash and beads, hiding its true nature. The officers carefully dismantled the beads and scraped off the paint bit by bit. Finally, they struck gold. Literally, hidden beneath the disguise, the hair kit turned out to be made of gold. Their suspicion had paid off, revealing a clever attempt at smuggling. On August 5, 2023, Hyderabad Customs received a tip-off. They were onto something big. An Indian traveler returning from Dubai was their target. Suspicion grew as officers approached him. Then, a shocking discovery: gold paste hidden inside his underwear. Nearly 1924 grams of it, worth a staggering 1 crore 18 lakh rupees. The smugglers' desperate attempt to conceal the gold added to the intrigue. Just as Hyderabad Customs had cracked another smuggling attempt, but questions lingered. Who else was involved? How did they manage to smuggle gold paste undetected? The mystery deepens as authorities continue their investigation into the daring smuggling operation. On a sunny day in May 2022, customs officers at Trichy Airport, India, noticed something odd about 3 passengers from Dubai and Sharjah. As they went through their luggage, the officers' eyes widened. Hidden inside their laptops were thin gold foils, meticulously concealed. With bated breath, they kept searching and found even more gold, totaling nearly 2 kilograms. Alongside the gold were various electronic goods, altogether worth a staggering $114,526.20. It was a tense moment as the officers made the dramatic capture of all 3 suspects. Between March 20th and 22nd, 2024, Mumbai's Airport Commissionerate made an amazing discovery. During routine checks, customs officers found hidden items in check-in bags, hand luggage, sewn into clothes, and even in body cavities. They uncovered foreign currency worth 5.36 crore, diamonds valued at 3.75 crore, and gold totaling 1.49 crore, making the total value 10.60 crore. Each discovery was more surprising than the last, turning a regular inspection into a thrilling treasure hunt. In the heart of Zambia, a mystery was unfolding. At Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, boxes were stacked high, and rumors whispered through the air. All night, people counted, their eyes wide with disbelief. Each new total was more shocking than the last. As dawn approached, the full extent of the seizure became clear, over $25 million. What could explain such a huge find? The airport buzzed with anticipation as secrets slowly revealed themselves. The investigation turned out to be unfruitful, as no one has been found to be linked to it or to come forward and claim responsibility. On October 7, 2023, Hyderabad customs officials made a stunning discovery. 2 passengers arriving from Dubai were intercepted based on profiling. What they found was gold, but not in any usual form. Hidden inside packets of detergent, flour, and oats, 454 grams of powdered gold were cleverly smuggled. The gold, valued at Rs 2664 lakhs, was seized on the spot. The cunning method of mixing gold with everyday items shows the lengths smugglers will go to. The suspense of finding such a high-value item in such an unexpected way highlights the constant vigilance of customs officers. Agents at SeaTac Airport were scanning luggage when they stumbled upon something unexpected. A battered cardboard box, hidden deep within a suitcase, revealed nearly 3 dozen intricately carved figurines, daggers, and tusks. These items weren't ordinary souvenirs. They were made of ivory, a banned material in the US. The agents' suspicions had been triggered when a couple claimed they were only bringing back pickled mangoes from the Philippines. A quick X-ray showed otherwise. When the box was opened, agents discovered ivory carvings from elephants, hippopotamuses, and warthogs, worth about $25,000 on the black market. This was SeaTac's largest ivory bust in years, but for the couple it ended with a $500 fine. A whisper in the shadows led Mumbai's customs officers to a mysterious parcel from Belgium. Hidden within the cardboard walls, they discovered 1,459 grams of MDMA, worth a staggering 2 crore and 70 lakh rupees. The officers, blending into the bustling streets in auto rickshaws, spent 2 days tracking their target. On the third day, the trap was set. In the chaos of Ville-Parle's airport sorting office, the suspect walked right into their net. The daring operation, executed under the NDPS Act, showcased not just the intelligence, but the courage of the Special Cargo Commissionerate. A hidden drama unfolds as Nigeria's drug law enforcement agents make a groundbreaking interception. On the Okene-Lokoja-Abuja Expressway, a routine bus search reveals a staggering $4.8 million and 175 heroin wraps and a huge amount of 57 million CFA in suspected counterfeit cash. But that's just the beginning.
Charles, what do you do for a living? A trader. Where were you traveling to? Paris.
Days later, at the Abuja airport, 2 traffickers are caught with heroin ingested in their bodies. The bust leads to the arrest of notorious drug lords, including Hakeem Babatunde Salami, hiding in South Africa, his luxury cars seized, home sealed. It was found that both arrests led to the same drug trafficking source, as both parties belonged to the same cartel. The notorious drug lord was convicted and sentenced to 2 years, with a fine option on counts 1 and 2, and 8 months without a fine option on counts 3 and 4, due to justice system leaks. In this incident, for 12 days, the NDLEA was on a mission. They moved quietly, piecing together clues. At the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, their patience paid off. A massive heroin shipment was seized, the largest ever. But that wasn't all. The operation uncovered 107 bank accounts and millions in frozen assets, cutting deep into the syndicate's resources. The trail led to luxurious mansions, one in Nigeria, another in Mozambique, both linked to powerful leaders of the cartel. These places, once symbols of untouchable wealth, are now marked for government seizure. The syndicate's downfall had begun, and the NDLEA was just getting started. On August 20th, 2023, at Nagpur Airport, India, the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, DRI, made a significant bust. An Indian passenger arriving from Nairobi via Sharjah was stopped. Hidden inside a hollow metal roller, officers found 3.07 kilogram of amphetamine, worth over Rs 24 crore. The drug, concealed in a rectangular carton, was quickly seized. The passenger was arrested on the spot. The next day, DRI tracked down and arrested the intended recipient, a Nigerian national in West Delhi. This bust at a smaller airport like Nagpur shows how drug syndicates are constantly evolving. On February 24th, a routine day at Mumbai Airport took a dramatic turn. Customs officers on high alert began their inspections. One bag stood out, its weight suspicious. Carefully, they peeled back the inner lining. Hidden within was a stash of gold. In total, 1.76 kilos worth nearly $1 crore was found, smuggled in 5 separate cases. The gold was ingeniously hidden in luggage linings, clothing, and even sandals. Both foreign and Indian nationals were involved. What seemed like an ordinary day quickly escalated into a major bust, leaving everyone stunned by the elaborate smuggling attempt. At the airport, an unsuspecting passenger stepped off a flight from Ras Al Khaimah on October 16, 2023. Little did he know, officials had their eyes on him. Through careful profiling, they intercepted him and discovered a shocking secret hidden in his pants. What looked like an ordinary pair of trousers concealed 175 grams of gold dust. The precious metal, worth a staggering 10,82,000 rupees, was expertly hidden but ultimately seized by alert customs officers. The passengers' clever ruse had failed, leading to a dramatic and surprising find.